This might be an interesting thought to a lot of people, and a lot of people might not have heard this before, but the truth is, your parents are wrong. Your parents want the best for you. Every parent does. But the truth is it's their first time living too. And when you're ambitious and have goals, sometimes your goals aren't the same as their goals for you. You know, they have interests, they have hobbies, they have lives, they have jobs, and they have ideals and things that they grew up with, rules that they grew up with. You know, your parents might say the only way to be successful in life is to go to college, get good grades, go to college, get a good job, work until you're 60, then retire, and that's success. Starting a family, maybe they say that starting a family is success. They might have different ideals than you, but oftentimes they try to force their dreams onto you, and maybe you don't even realize it. But the truth is, sometimes they're wrong. You know, this is a personal story of mine. My dad is a wrestling coach. He's wrestled his whole life. I've wrestled my whole life up to this point, and a lot of times I find myself genuinely not enjoying the sport, and that is hard to hear from him. And we will argue back and forth all the time about what success is, like why he thinks I'm throwing my whole life away because I don't like wrestling. Well, it goes back to them wanting the best for you, but whether they want the best for you or not, their best might not be your best, right? Their dreams might not be your dreams. Their hobbies might not be your hobbies. And that's something you gotta realize. You gotta let that click, that sometimes they're wrong. You know? Sometimes you have to stop listening to what your parents are saying and use common sense, common knowledge, and just think for yourself on if that aligns with your goals. And, sometimes it doesn't, and you may get in arguments, you may fight, you may disagree. But you need to prove to them that there is other aspects of life. And maybe they're completely on board with what you want to do. Maybe the atoms align perfectly with you and your parents, or you and a parent, or whatever it may be. But oftentimes it's not. And this is a short video. I just want to put that out there, that you need to think for yourself. You need to stop and think on what outside factors are pushing you in directions, and if it's the direction you want to go, if it's the direction you don't want to go. Let's say your goal is millionaire, entrepreneur, businessman, whatever, right? If your parents are saying you have to get good grades, you have to go to college, you have to get a job, and that's the only way of success, then stop. And honestly, you don't have to say this to them, but you can have a conversation about it if you want. You cannot. Maybe they'll listen, maybe they won't. But that's an example of a time when you have to stop, analyze the situation, and realize that your goals and their goals are not aligning. Stop, take a step back, and realize what outside factors are pushing you in directions you want to be. You are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most. I've said this in one of my videos before or whatever, like if you hang out with lazy, fat players, people who play video games all the time, blah, 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 then you will be the fifth. Like if you hang out with 4 of those people, you will be the fifth. The point is, analyze the outside factors that are pushing you in directions and think and realize if it's pushing you in the direction you want to be pushed. Sometimes your parents are wrong. Sometimes their dreams are being forced onto you and you may not even realize it. And sometimes you just have to, I don't want to say fight back. Don't fight your parents if you can help it. It is annoying. It just causes more arguments in the future. The point is, go down your own path, and if it's not their path, then prove to them that there is other aspects of life. And it's as simple as that.